And the crazy thing about lust is this. If you're a strong guy like me, a lot of women will get mad because they're like, man, we cannot control this man. Listen, you guys have to understand. A lot of people are wolves. They're not going to tell you, they're not going to wear a shirt to say, I am a wolf. They're not going to announce themselves, I am a wolf. Let me tell you guys, it doesn't matter if a woman is 4'7", 7'4". Listen, a wolf is a wolf. And you're probably thinking, listen, break down what a wolf is. A wolf is somebody that's going to step on you. They are going to step on you to advance in life. If you have a car, they will step on you for your car. If you have any resource that they want, they will step on you for the resource that they want. So you guys have to stop and think. When it comes to women and when it comes to the dating scene, Paul Paris said it best. He said, what type of relationship do you have? What are you dating? And a lady finally said, yeah, I'm dating. But I'm dating a guy that's younger than me. So she's 42. She's dating a guy that's 33 because she's a wolf. She wants to take advantage of a guy that probably doesn't have that much experience. And I don't care what anybody says, the day that men start seeing females as wolves. Now, Paul Paris, I don't know him personally. I don't know his personality, but he could be the sheepdog because he called her out. 9 out of 10, the sheepdog characteristic or a wolf will probably just challenge the challenge. But when it's all said and done, they're going to call you out on your bluff. This lady is 42, calling herself a doctor, showing up on a lot of shows, talking about relationships. But when it's all said and done, she's talking about she needs vitamin D. I told you guys about the vitamin D. I don't care what nobody says. When it comes to any type of intercourse, that should be with the woman that's your wife. And I'm going to say this again. When it comes to intercourse, that should be with the woman that's your wife. You save all that for your wife. See, the real reason a lot of people got to take Hims, the real reason a lot of people got to take Viagra's, because they doing the most before they get married. This is a sign that you know a lot of people, they don't have any intentions of getting married. And I'm not knocking it, but for all guys out there that actually want to do things, get married, start a family, you guys have to have that Travis Hunter mindset. You guys have to get the pick of the litter. Now, the thing is, Travis Hunter, people will laugh at him, but at least he got what he thought was the pick of the litter. 9 out of 10, if a man is 33 and he's dating a woman that's 42, you got to stop and think, is he really getting the pick of the litter? No, a lot of these women, they need that vitamin D regardless. So it doesn't matter if they're 42. That's literally almost 30 plus years of vitamin D. When it's all said and done, there's nothing that you could do to help these women. There's nothing that you could do to save these women. 9 out of 10, when it comes to a woman that you will actually be attracted to, it has to be long term. And I'm going to say this again. When it comes to a woman that you're actually attracted to, it will have to be to a woman that you want to be with long term. And if a woman wants to be with you long term, what she's going to do is she's also going to ask you about your long term goals. 9 out of 10, if a woman doesn't ask you about your long term goals, she doesn't care about you. If a woman doesn't ask you where is your company going in 20, 30 years, listen, they do exist. And that's the problem with life. A lot of guys, they just focus on their past. Let me tell you guys something. The past is over. And when I say the past is over, listen, I got you guys. Here's the solution. Stop focusing on what you don't want and start focusing on what you do want. Everybody that's in the dating game, they're victims. And I'm going to say this again. Everybody, doesn't matter if they're rich, middle class, no class, high trash. At the end of the day, follow the wordplay. They're victims. Because a man that is serious, he's not going to date. He's going to bring a woman into his world, his environment. And let me tell you guys something about snakes. Snakes cannot breathe at a certain altitude. And I'm going to say this again. A lot of people out here will snake you out. They've been hurt, so now they ready to step on something. They feel like it's their time. It's kind of like Killer McGray and Keller Wilson. Killer McGray, he just crossed over, and guess what? It was his time to step on something. Listen, it's simple. A lot of people have been hurt. They want to hurt people now. And that's what the dating game is all about. Hurt people, hurting people. And nobody want to talk about it. So when it's all said and done, when it comes to all these relationship coaches, relationship gurus, they were all hurt people. And now they want to teach other people how to play a game. Listen, you don't have to play a game. Everything is not for everybody. And I'm going to say this again. Everything is not for everybody. When you control your lust, what is her curves really doing for your career? If you control your lust, what is her curves really doing for your generational run? When it's all said and done, shout out to all my guys out here on a generational run. That's what we on. We on a generational run. So we're not going around women drinking. We're not chasing after women. We're not lying to women. We're not selling women dreams. And if they respect it, they respect it. I know they respect it. I had a lady say, thanks for your service. She treated me like I was in the military. She literally said, thanks for your service. Because it's a service to not lie to a woman. It's a service to not want to play with the woman. It's a service to not even want to be in a dating game. You guys have to stop and think. People in a dating game, they are lustful people. They go on Hinge and lust. They go on Tinder and lust. They're lustful people. I'm here to tell you, if you're going to find a woman, you're going to see her literally in person. Grocery store, restaurant, you're going to see her in real time for who she truly is. A lot of people that are in the dating game, they literally log into an app in a simulated world. Follow where I'm going. They log on to Hinge. They log on to Tinder. Listen, some of these people don't even be announcing that they have kids. You guys have to understand the dating game is for toxic people. And I got to share this story. It's a real story. If the woman watches the video, she could vouch for it. One day I was at a pool party. Talked about it on my live. Had some $440 cologne smelling like Hombre Nomad. Had the whole party straight going crazy. She called me over. I really wasn't interested at the time. And I told her, I said, I'm toxic. She said, ooh, I like you. She got excited because I said I'm toxic. What does that tell you? The dating game only consists of toxic players. No man that's thinking with his brain will ever date in America. Maybe in Vietnam. Maybe in Laos. Maybe in another country where respect is there. I'm here to tell you, right now with social media, respect is at an all-time low. It's all about the dollar for some people. They still old school. They're not even thinking it's about crypto. They're not thinking it's about stocks. They just thinking it's all about the dollar. And a lot of people, they might not want to step on you, but like the phrase go, they got to rob Peter to pay Paul. A lot of women, they got to rob you to make sure their kids happy. So when it's all said and done, after this whole situation and just seeing how, listen, honestly, I thought the dating scene was over. I thought it was maybe because it's over to me, I thought guys would actually wake up. But shout out to somebody, they also left a comment and they said, listen, I'm trying to go on a generational run. Why I go to the club? Listen, he said his friends always said, come out to the club, come out to the club. Let me tell you guys something. If you go out to the club is a flex. If you're not tipping a bouncer, you feel me? If you're not tipping a bouncer, if you're not tipping the bartenders, if you're not tipping the people at the door, there's no point in going to the club. And then every woman is drinking. Every woman is wounded. So at the end of the day, a lot of guys are going out so sad. A lot of guys will literally downplay resources to the point that they will literally go out and waste time with a 42-year-old woman that only thinks about herself. Let me tell you guys something. Everybody in America right now is on the frequency of self. And I'm going to say this again. Everybody right now in America, everybody is literally on the same frequency of self. You probably was raised in a good home, but I got to be the bearer in bad news. If you trying to run up the M's, these people can't come around you. See, running up the M's is more than just money. It's really like a security breach. Like, now, if you want to do six figures, 150, 130, 200, and you want to date with a woman that's local in a community, play at your own risk. But guys that are really trying to go to country clubs, guys that are really trying to do it big, these guys will never, ever date a woman that is not getting to it. I feel like you can't upgrade anybody. You try to upgrade somebody and you try to end it, they're going to feel like they need what you have. Let me tell you guys something. You don't owe anybody anything. You don't owe anybody a conversation. You don't owe anybody anything. When it's all said and done, if you stop lusting after women, you're going to realize, I will say the majority of women literally will they will not improve your life. They will not improve business. They will not improve sales. If anything, they will ruin business, ruin sales, and literally you're going to end up blaming them. Say, I would have been here if it wasn't for her. Let me tell you guys something. If you literally couldn't get laid with the woman, my question is, would you still want her? If you did what you did for a woman, but you just did it out the bottom and the kindness of your heart, would you still want to do that? A lot of guys, no. They want something in return. And I just want to say, listen, if you interact with the woman and you got the mindset, no strings attached, listen, it's a wrap. And I'm going to say this again. Whatever you do with the woman, doesn't matter if it's a female server, if you tip her $45 and it's no strings attached, listen, that's a pure 4-5. I already told you guys, in order to get the Urus, you got to be the purest. A lot of you guys, you could drive the Urus, but you got to be the purest. Your attitude equals your altitude. Guys that are trying to date, these are guys with bad attitudes. No guy with good attitude is going to want to date in America. And I'm going to say this again. Dating in America is over, bro. It's over. Shout out to Paul Paris for calling that woman out, because when it's all said and done, dating is code for people are getting smashed. And what happens when people get smashed? They get stepped on. Guys are stepping on women. Women are stepping on men. It's just an environment where everybody's getting stepped on. And nobody's really advancing financially. So you got to stop and think, how is dating really improving your situation? How is dating going to really take care of your kids? If anything, a lot of people are not talking about it, but dating, every time you date, you're taking away from your future family. Every time you date, you're taking away from your daughter. Every time you date, you're taking away from your son. And a lot of people want to be entertained because they think they're celebrities. And it's crazy. How are they celebrities and they don't create content? In the year 2025, everybody right now is creating content. So a lot of people are dating people that think they're somebody, only to people with the heart. You got people in broken homes. They will try to screw a nice man over just to date a thug. How does that work? I'm going to tell you how it works. Because a lot of people feel like love is dead, but they won't come out and say it. So they're going to continue to keep dating, but they really do feel like there's no love. So everybody right now is in survival mode. And we're going to talk about that on another video. But one thing you don't want to do in life, you never ever want to be in survival mode. When you want to get laid, believe it or not, you're in survival mode. It's either I get laid tonight or else. And that's where a lot of guys are losing, because they don't want to go 5 years without intercourse. They don't want to go 7 years without intercourse. They don't want to go ultra mode. But I'm telling you, in this time, in this generation, you do not want to miss the wave because you were playing games. Maybe in 2003, that was cool. Maybe 2016, being a player was cool. Maybe, before pre, you already know what, that was cool. But now in the year 2025, you got to stop and think. Create content or calamari. Create content or lobster. Create content or pasta. Create content, act like you're a mobster, but you're really an imposter. The choice is yours. A lot of people, they're wasting time and then they get mad at women. I'm here to tell you, you cannot get mad at a woman because you wasted your time. If you ask for the phone number, if you match, if you swipe right, if you pursue, listen, as a man, you got to point the finger back at yourself. No, better yet, you got to point the GUN back at yourself. So if you wasted time, you can't say, oh, these women out here. Listen, what about the men out here? What about the hustlers out here? What about the guys on the generational run out here? And that's what I mean by we need to focus on what we want to attract and what we want. What we don't want, it's none of our concern. You feel me? Like, my main thing is, like, I'm not going to focus on what I don't want in life. That's hustling backwards. And I feel like the majority of people in life are hustling backwards, and that's how time passes you by. So if you're watching this video, I just want to say, take lust out of the equation, and then you'll realize the woman that you think is special is really not that special. Let it breathe.